Hey, thank y'all again for tuning in with us for our season 2 Green Light Talk. Hey, so we got a very special guest today. I don't even want to mess this up, so let me read the sheet that I had to introduce my man. Alright, so I like to say this guy right here is one of those dudes that just is the full embodiment of a purposeful life. You know what I mean? So you probably can catch him more times on the water than out of the water. Let me introduce the GOAT himself. Should I say water goat himself? David Moldonado.
The water goat.
What's good, bro?
Thank you, brother.
What's up, man? How you been?
I've been alright. How you doing, man? I'm just happy to be here, for real.
Hey, bro. So, I fucking love that you're here.
Me too, man. I would have never expected you to have me on this show, for real.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
like, people don't know, but, like, we're high school friends.
For sure.
So, we're far removed from high school. I'm not going to drop how far removed, but, you know what I mean? We're far removed.
Unfortunately, we far removed.
Yeah, so I just really want to say, who are you? Like, what do you do?
Ooh, that's a tough question, bro. How you want me to face that one? Who am I? What do I do? For the purposes of this podcast, I would say I'm a fisherman. Okay. For life, I would say I'm a well-rounded individual with a lot of passion.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I have a very unique orientation to life. Like, people look at me and they don't know how to, like, box me in, because I don't think I could be boxed in, because my interests are very, like, they're very different. Like, you don't come across people who really love hip hop, really love street culture, live in the suburbs, and love the outdoors like I do.
It's unorthodox.
Very unorthodox, like enigmatic. So I'd say that's the best characterization of myself. Is like kind of an enigma. Yeah, because you just don't see people who love hip hop so much. And I know that probably wasn't like planned to be in this podcast.
Yeah.
But like, music is the half my heart, fishing is the other half.
So I'm sure you listen to hip hop while you fish then.
You know, oddly enough, I don't.
Damn.
And this goes along with a very common question that I get, which is, when you're out on the water, do you think about life? And, oddly enough, my answer to that is no. It's kind of my escape. My whole thought process is the fish. You know, it's like what I do to escape life and thinking about life and all the stresses that come with it. So, I don't put on any distractions. As much as I love hip hop, it'd be a distraction out there.
So when did you start like fishing? Like, who got you into fishing? Like, how long ago was it?
Ooh.
And do you still enjoy it the same? It's a multi-part question, but
I had to take a little.
Who got you into fishing?
Yeah.
When did you start? And do you still enjoy it the same as when you started?
That's a 2-sipper right there, because that's a very deep question for me.
I'll take a 3-sip.
My man, you're gonna have to catch up here. So I'll try to make this brief as I can. I told my man here, like, this is gonna be a long one if you let me talk my stuff. But I'll make it brief. So my mom, I grew up in a single mom household. It was kind of rough, just because we live in Moco. People who are around here know that, like, Moco, you gotta have a little bread to pay the rent.
Oh yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you're well off.
Montgomery County, for people that don't know Moco.
Yeah,
Montgomery County.
Yeah, we all
County,
like we
Maryland.
got an iPhone going off over here. We all got some iPhones, but just barely paying that bill.
Facts. That's Moco for people who aren't supposed to be in Moco.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, what across Great Seneca Highway, you got Midsummer Drive.
Yep.
And that whole group of people with the community pool, and then our side of the street. And it's just like, we paycheck to paycheck sometimes.
Yep.
So with that being said, I said I'd make it brief, and I run around the corner like.
Shit, dog. Talk your shit.
All right. I like that.
Talk your shit.
So, single mom household. In elementary school, she was going to nursing school, trying to get her nursing degree so that she could provide for the family. I was too young to go out there and start hustling at that point. So we had a family friend this lady, she was a German lady named Inga. Her boyfriend / lifelong friend, his name was Steve. All right, so they came as a pair to the house pretty much every day after school to babysit for us, like, on the house, just for free, whatever, like, just to help my mom out.
Yeah.
And they were basically like good friends with my great grandmother. He would come over after I got off of school. I got off the bus. I came into the house, and You know, what does a elementary school kid do? Watch cartoons, whatever. So instead of that routine, Steve would just holler at me about fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And he would literally sit there like, you ever been on a boat? And I'm sitting there like a young kid. How old are you in like 5th grade, man? You know, I don't even know.
What? Freaking 4?
You're young.
No. 4 times like what? 2? Probably like 8.
You're just
9?
young.
8, 9. Oh, hold on. My bad. I know we were about to go deep into the story, but hey, we also got another special guest.
Hey,
my brother, the chef right here, my man Chris. Hey, good looks, bro. Hey, so talk about what you got, man.
thank
Like,
you,
what you
bro.
got for us, bro?
Thanks, bro. Scoot down.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way.
Hey, what you got for us?
So today we have adobe chicken chalupas.
Okay.
Basically, it's a dish where the chicken is spiced and cooked with pineapple to give it that flavor. Then the pineapple has that fat rendering from the chicken.
Yeah, I can see that fat pineapple hanging off right there.
Yeah, so and it's chalupa shell. Pretty good stuff.
So, just like how I asked David, why did you get into cooking, and when did it start for you?
Sip.
It's been a passion for me all my life. You know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just growing up, I always, was in the kitchen with mom and watching her cook.
Yeah.
And somehow I was always in the kitchen. Then one day I had the opportunity to work at a kitchen in high school, and I saw how the chefs worked in the kitchen that I worked with, and it just made me love it even more.
Like, what did you like about it? You like the
I liked how
morale? Did you like the team aspect of it? Like,
I liked how everyone worked together. And got, everyone was a team. No matter the end of the day, everyone had their job, and everyone came together for an awesome production of food.
Common goal.
Common goal. I like
goals.
that. So what? All right, let me ask you this question too, real quick, while I still have you here. What's your favorite thing to eat, and does that translate to your favorite dish that you make?
My favorite thing to eat. I'm a sweet lover. I love cookies. I love pies.
Yeah.
So, and I like simple meals. I don't like anything too like. I like when I'm eating like chicken. Like I like it disguised. If I'm eating beef, I like it like disguised in like a pastry or something. Like, because I'm just a picky eater like that.
Yeah.
Who don't like the fried stuff, right?
Exactly.
And it's not too hard.
It's
Or
not
like
too hard.
I can
sushi.
cook.
Hey, I damn sure can cook. It was kind of like just a little backstory on like how when the first time I saw you cooking, I think I was like in high school, bro, and I just remember like literally like we had nothing to put together in our fridge to make like a decent like meal, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, it must have been that point in time where it was about to be like a grocery store run like today or the day after, right? It was just your essentials, milk, bread, whatever. I remember I came back from like football practice, and I remember, bro, you just had like this noodle like mixture concoction with all these veggies in it and shit, and some chicken, I think. I'm just like, oh, we didn't have this in the fridge. Like, how did you make this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was really nothing that he was like, bro, I made the noodles from scratch. We had flour, we had things to make dough, made it from scratch, put the veggies in there, and I was like, bro, that's different.
Get everything, all the vegetables we have in the fridge, and just chop it up with some protein.
That's where that passion comes in, creativity, man.
I was like, that's different right there. So I tip my hat off to you then and now that you're still sticking up with it. How many years later? That was probably like 12 years later. Like, dog, what? If y'all see this,
bro.
But hey, this I can't wait to eat it. I think I'm gonna eat it myself. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for making this out. Hey, make sure y'all go see.
Thank you, Chris.
Follow
I thought
his
you were bringing
page.
some chips, bro.
Lego DC. Follow his page. Lego DC Catering. Hey, that's my brother.
Follow that.
Good looks, bro.
Yeah, for you.
Appreciate you. All right, so back to David, man. So, bro, so take us down the rest of that story when we first got introduced.
Ooh. Okay. So like we were at like my great grandmother's family friend, her and her like hubby type thing, right? They would come through. It was like after elementary school. Instead of the cartoons, it was just like fish talk with him. And like I was young, so I was impressionable. Like it wasn't like it was forced. It was just like that was his passion as a grown man.
Yeah.
And so like as a young kid, I didn't know my interests yet. I was athletic. I played ball. I like music. Hanging with friends, whatever kids like to do.
Yeah.
But like I didn't know my
Everything.
passions. Who does? Some people like 50 years old don't know their passion.
Right.
So like
That's why when I made the intro, I'm like, you live a purposeful life, bro.
and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't like see it myself that way in the mirror because like who does when they're passionate? They just kind of like live it. You know what I'm saying? So when people tell me that, it's like a big stroke to my ego in a way because like I just live like what I love, like from the heart. As I'm sure Chris does. Yeah. He whipping that ramen out the fridge, like making it creative. It's like
exactly.
You look at it as something like art or like that's beautiful. Like how, and he's doing it like it's natural.
Natural, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Just whipping it out. Hey, how did you make that? Hey,
like me taking a cast, he's on the cast iron. You feel me? Like,
it's a feeling. Some things you can't teach.
Yeah.
Like it's a feeling. Like how much measurement should you put in that? You just put just enough. I mean, well, what is that? You know what I mean? So I feel like
it's intrinsic.
Like sometimes it just like it comes easy. So sometimes when I'm like doing it, and somebody asks me how, I'm just like it's like for me it's like so easy. So I'm just like how do I explain it?
Right.
You know?
Some things you can't put into words when it comes from the heart.
Like,
it is who you is.
Word.
Especially when you've been doing it for like a long time, it just becomes like second nature.
Word. Yeah.
And this plays into what I was saying because this guy Steve, who ended up being my mentor in the long run, he basically had this in his blood. He grew up an orphan. He had no family. His way to escape everything was fishing. So eventually, you know, we get in a situation, single mom, he's my babysitter type thing. And he said one day, basically, you want to go on my boat and go fishing? And I'm like, I have no idea what that entails, but I would love to. Because years before this was when I was like 8 to 10 years old. Years before this, when I was like 4, 5, and 6, going to my great grandmother's house, I used to take a tape measure over her railing in her house and like throw it over the railing into the basement and like act like I was fishing for something.
So just using your imagination.
Yeah, like what? A tape measure.
That's different.
Yeah, it's different.
That's different. Yeah.
So it was like in me from the start. And I was talking with the cameraman Fred about astrology, right? And I'm a Pisces.
Yeah.
I'm a fish. And I'm like, it's random, but it fits. It's almost like it was in my blood. It was in nature to have me pursue this passion. So I hope that answers the question, bro.
It does, bro. That answers the question and then some. So with that, right? So fast forward, right? When was the first time you got on a boat by yourself, or do you even go by yourself when you
Oh man, 99% of the time is solo.
Solo dolo.
Yeah.
So when was that first time? Walk us through that first time.
Ooh.
For anybody that is thinking about fishing, never done before, a little timid, a little shy about
this
it.
Man might have to have me back for part 2 because this gets too deep, bro.
Go ahead,
so like
something.
initially, Steve took me out on the boat, and he wasn't a very well-off man. He was, kind of poor. Like we spoke about, like Moco ain't all like well-off people. Like we're all different walks of life, right? So he had a tin boat. It's called a John boat. I'm not gonna get too technical with you guys today. Just give you the basics.
Look it up. Google search.
John boat.
John
Look that
boat.
up. It's just what you go to, the park, the regional park with a lake in it, and you rent the boat, the rowboat. That's what that is. So he had one of those, 14-footer, just enough to fit us both. And he had it decked out so we could stand on it. He had motors on it, blah, blah, blah. And that was the first boat I ever went out on. I can make this story pretty short. Steve, we fished for about 4 years from the age of 10 to 14 or 15. And then he came down with 2 types of cancer. And he passed away after about like maybe 4 years of us fishing together. Which, that hurts. It hurt, still hurts to this day. But like, basically in those 4 years, he did a lot of teaching, mentoring, sort of preparing me for the passion that I have chased and will chase for the rest of my life.
I love people like that who actually, show you the ropes and give you that passion
for nothing.
And, take you under their wing. Like, I'm gonna show you this.
Like they don't expect anything in return, type of thing.
Yeah, that's
Priceless.
the type of person that I try to aim to be. If I ever see anybody like younger generation trying to be a chef, and I see them trying, I'm like, come on, I got you.
Amen.
I'm gonna show you this.
And you give them a gift that's forever. And it's priceless.
Yeah, that leads me to about to wrap this thing up, but that leads me to another question that I have for you is why, what does fishing give you? And then it's a 2-part question. And then what can you tell somebody that is an aspiring fisher, or they don't know they are yet, but they find interest in it?
I got the answers for you, bro.
Yeah. So what does it give you personally? And then what can you tell somebody that's trying to get into that, but they don't know how to?
All right. That's an easy one. You don't know how to get into fishing, holler at me.
Hey, the water goat, all right?
Water warrior gang, all right? Formerly known as Warrior Gang.
Yeah.
Get at me if you don't know how to fish and you want to learn. I'll make that real simple.
Easy.
Get at me on Instagram, Water Warrior Fishing. Get at me on YouTube, whatever you want. Water Warrior Fishing. That's the whole handle. What does fishing give me?
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking about too much every day? Are you anxious? Are you depressed? You got girl problems? You got family problems? Friend problems? We're all human. We have struggles that are very much alike to each other, and we all think that we're going through it alone. Everybody's going through something. All 3 of us on this couch got something on our mind right now that's painful.
100%.
That's difficult and long term, right? We're all in this together, right? Fishing, for me, gives me an escape. It's my drug. You feel me? It's my drug, it's my peace. So, it's a very simple answer to that question, but there's so much more to it, which is why I think he needs to bring me back.
Hey, bring it back. Hey, all right, so we always do this on Green Light Talk, all right? We always drop a jewel, right?
Yeah.
So, jewel drop, right? Just for something that the people watching
drop a gem.
Can take with them, rock in their ear, whatever, back pocket, leave them with the gem. So, I'll start off first, right? Matter of fact, let's let our guest start off first, Chris. How about that? All right, so drop a jewel on these people real quick.
Drop a jewel.
A jewel, anything, yep.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. I'm in my late 20s, y'all.
Same.
Mark and you in your late 20s? Where you at?
I'm 30.
All right.
I'm early 30.
It's okay.
Early
We're gonna round down.
30, baby.
We're gonna round down.
Round down,
We all
yeah.
late 20s. I don't know what they're going through. I know what I'm going through. But like I just said, we're all human.
Mm-hmm.
We all got struggles. But we can all relate on many things, and we would never expect it. Just like I didn't expect to be here for this podcast today.
We appreciate you, brother.
Keeping everything light, baby.
Yeah, keeping everything
but
light.
deep, all right? Fish, real deep. So I just want to tell everybody that's my gem.
Ooh.
Breathe. It's gonna be all right. And
like
have
that.
faith in yourself.
I like it.
And also, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just fuck it. I'm gonna say fuck it. Just do it. All right.
Love
Just
that.
Do it.
What about you, bro? What you got?
I would just say, follow your heart.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. Follow your heart, your passions, and be great at it. Be the best you can. And at the end of the day, as long as you follow your heart and you did your best job, you're gonna feel accomplished because you're doing your best and you're doing what you want to do.
Whenever somebody says drop a jewel, I never know what I'm gonna say. It's based off of that person, right? So in this very moment, is never let anybody stop what you're doing just because they're not on the same agenda as you, right? There's always gonna be people that don't want it as much as you. So you gotta think about who you go out in this world with and try to conquer shit with, because not everyone has the same determination and passion you do about what you're passionate about. They don't have. It's just not the same. If you do find somebody like that, you're lucky. You keep them in your team. But other than that, pick the right people to be around, and don't think somebody wants it Just because they're part of your team, don't think somebody wants it as much as you do. All right, so hey, those are the gems. This is Greenlight Talk, Season 2, Episode 1. I got my brother David Moldonado with me. My bad, bro. My bad. That beer is kind of good.
It's a little twist.
I got my brother from the same mother with me, Chris, the chef, providing us with the lovely food.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's us. We're signing out. Greenlight Talk, Episode 2. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next week.